So, welcome. My name is Leslie Jackson. For those of you who don't know me, I am the regional tech trainer for KW Colorado, and I'm excited to be here with you to teach you Canva 101. And this is going to just help you really, let's just be honest, brand yourself. Branding is super imperative for your business, and it really helps you stand out. And yet, there are some tips and tricks that I want to just teach you today to help you save time. We're going to do a little AI today too, because if you don't know, AI is also built into Canva. Did you guys know that? I mean, we are living in this AI world and it is super cool. And yet our old school self will forget that AI will save us time. If you're anybody like me, I'm like, oh yeah, I could just go to ChatGPT and just like write a book if I wanted to write a book, right? Like it's pretty incredible stuff. Um, so we're going to begin. I'm going to share with you some resources prior to beginning, just so that you know exactly where to find me if you want to look for this class, number one. Number two, follow my classes every Thursday at 11 a.m. You're going to head to the KW Colorado Eventbrite page. All right. So follow us here. You're just going to type in Keller Williams Realty Colorado Region Eventbrite page. And you're going to see all of our upcoming classes, including not just mine, but also some of the regional classes. Anybody here going to Rocky Mountain Summit? Yes or no in the chat? Yay, Jill. Hi, Jill. Awesome. I will be there. It's going to be a really amazing year. We have some major leaders that are coming. One of them, Phil Jones, Jay Papazan, Wendy Papazan. It's going to be amazing. And I know we're like 80% full. So I just had to do a plug real quick. Make sure you go sign up because it's going to be packed and you don't want to miss out. Don't have FOMO. Nobody likes having FOMO. Fear of missing out for anybody that doesn't know what that means. All right, cool. Um, Great. The other thing that I want to show you today too is where you can find my classes. My classes are recorded and placed on the KW Colorado Regional YouTube channel. So here, KW Colorado Regional YouTube channel, you'll see playlists at the top of the screen. You're going to select there and then head to view full playlist. And you'll see all of my classes. You can even search for topics and just basically create your own brand, your own training through some of my classes, okay? All right, so enough is enough. We're gonna head into Canva. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
All right, thank you. And by the way, real quick, I want to tell you too that this is a class for you. So at any given moment, you have questions, you want me to pause, you want to dive deeper, or whatever your question is, you could raise your digital hand, or you can place your question in the Zoom chat. All right. Or if there's a moment of pause, feel free to just unmute yourself and just say, "Can I ask a quick question?" Cool. All right. You guys are awesome. Thanks for being here. I love teaching and training. It's one of my favorite things to do. So let's get into it. Okay? Let's get into it. So when you log in, anybody ever feel overwhelmed by the screen? There's so much to look at. And yet they have changed and rearranged some things here inside Canva. Today, I'm going to teach you how to set up your brand kit. So a brand kit literally means all the colors that you want to use, all the fonts that you want to use, your headshot, your title, your contact information, all those things that you would use for your brand. Guess what? You can place that into Canva. And when you do so, you can create a template that has all your brand colors, your title, your contact information, all there right there for you. With a click of a button, you just add those things to your flyer, your postcard, whatever, okay? So I'm going to set you up for success with creating your brand kit first. You guys ready? All right, cool. Um, Left-hand side of the screen, you'll see home, projects, templates, brand. Canva AI and apps. I'm going to select brand, okay? Now, the really cool thing is it's going to share some things with you on this section. It's just called brand templates. Brand templates literally means that I can come back in and reuse this template over and over and change it up whenever I need to. All right. But like I had mentioned before, we're going to head to brand kits. All right. And don't worry, I am recording. So with this recording again, it can be found in the KW Colorado YouTube regional channel. I kind of push those words all together. As you can see at the bottom of my screen, you'll see this is one example of a brand kit. Now I'm about to show you how to create yours. Right-hand side of the screen, you'll see Add New. Sorry, one second, everybody. I have some people coming in. So right-hand side of the screen, you'll see Add New. I'm going to select this button, Add New, and I'm going to name it Create. All right, now I have a blank slate. The really cool thing is it gives me all of the things, logos, colors, fonts, and you actually will see all of that here on the left-hand side of the screen. So if I select logos, it's going to kind of push me down the screen to logos. Colors, do you see how that works? Fonts, if I wanted to jump down to graphics, it's all going to push me. It's all on one screen. So that's kind of the quick tip here to just jump to a certain section easily. But we're going to start at the very beginning with logos. So I have a couple of handy dandy logos on my screen on my computer that I am just going to drag in. And you'll see that it'll instantly upload. For you, you could do the same thing, or you could select Add New, or just simply drag and drop in. Now, bottom of the screen, you'll see colors. What I love about this is you'll notice that these colors match my logo. What Canva is doing is it's automatically pulling those colors in as my brand. So I can keep or I can remove this. Let's pretend I'm going to remove it and just kind of start fresh. And I'll say Add New. Now I have a color wheel that I can pull from. And let's just go to this amazing red. So I'll select this color. And on the screen, obviously, I can move this around to change it to any color I want. It's pretty intuitive. And then you'll just keep adding the particular colors. Now, maybe you are like, Leslie, I have a particular pink that I use. I have a particular gray that I use. You can actually select them and add that branded color mark here by the code. You can also come in and use this paintbrush by saying, I actually want to use this black, and I'll just select this black and it will actually pull that particular black in. I can delete it and start over. And I can even name this color palette the way that I would like to name it. Let's just say KW branding. Now, obviously, this is a really bright red for our KW red, so that's not the one that I typically would use, but you get the idea. Any questions here so far? You can actually make a copy as well. All right. Now, we're going to work through this. It's pretty intuitive. Title. So I'll just put my title, Regional Tech Trainer, short for RTT, and I'm also a MAPS coach. I get to choose my font. So maybe I like this font. And as you can see, it'll change it there. I can actually even change my font size here within this. I could even make it bold if I wanted to. Far right hand of the screen, you'll select Save. All right, subtitle. Maybe if you have a subtitle, you can add it there. Heading, I'm gonna just put, um, and then I'll choose a font again. We'll do the same one, bold. Okay, so you guys get the idea. You could even italicize them as well. And then you'll select it here. Oops, I don't know what happened. I must have, oh, that's my subtitle. So we're gonna skip the subtitle. And then you'll just work your way down, right? Now, the really cool thing too, you guys, is once you set this up, then every time you go create a template, you don't have to rewrite your name. You don't have to rewrite your title. You don't have to rewrite your information because it's literally going to just add it in as you create templates. Cool? Maybe you have a mantra. And then I love this portion too, because you can actually add a brand voice. So brand voice is going to help you create some AI copy inside your Canva, let's say paragraphs or text boxes. Because AI is built into Canva now, it gets even better. So I'm just going to type in. Okay, so that's just a quick description. You can even try your brand voice in a design, which I love. So you can create that. I'm actually not going to show you that though right now because we're going to stay focused on this section in particular. All right, so now your headshot. Add your headshot here. I actually don't have one on me right now. If you have any other graphics, add them here. Icons and charts. So maybe you're a chart person, you could add those charts in. I like to keep it simple and fun. Now, as you can see, I have this brand kit. I have now two brand kits. The really cool thing is if I select on this brand kit, you'll see my headshot. You can even put your email signature in here, other types of logos. The other thing that I wanted to point out to you all that is super cool, see where it says black and white muted neutral colors? If I select this, you can also just describe the colors you want to use. Isn't that amazing? Keller Williams, red. And it created it for me automatically. So that's the other way that you can add just like branded colors by just simply describing the colors that you want to use. How cool is that? I mean, I think it's pretty cool. All right. So now we have our brand kit. I'm going to select brand kits. I'm going to select home. And I'm going to show you and remind you that where we went to go create our brand kits was right here where it says brand, and then select brand kits. Now, maybe you're on a team. Anybody here on a team? Yes or no in the chat? Maybe you have some VAs in your life. Maybe you have an assistant in your life. Maybe you're running a big team and you have a marketing director in your life. Okay, I have a couple yeses. You can actually invite people to your Canva and create a team. So you can add an event, get an invite link. You can add people by email address. So now you don't have to tell your VA, your marketing director, your operations person, your assistant that you want a particular color, you want a particular look. Just invite them. So they just adhere to your brand, which is pretty amazing because that's the most important thing, right? And it can take a lot of time explaining all that. Don't explain, just create it and invite them. Cool. Any questions there? Has this been helpful so far? You guys learning some things? I see a lot of shaking of the heads. Amazing. We have like 23 people here today. I'm excited about you guys being here. Awesome. Now, let's go explore back to home and get ready. Are you guys ready for the most exciting part of class? All right, I get a thumbs up from Brian. I love it. Thanks, Brian. What will you design today? I'm gonna just walk you through the simple 101 things and put a cherry on top. Okay? So I like to just type in, because social media is everything. Oops, hold on. Social media is everything. So I like to say Facebook post. I don't know why I'm in all caps here. Oh, by the way, you have to select templates. So let's go look for a Facebook post. What I love about these quick ideas too is you could say a Facebook post that drives results, an Instagram story. There's a topic called back to school. Maybe I want to do a Facebook post about back to school. Maybe I just want to do social media, but there's all these other type designs here at the bottom of this drop down where you open up design type. Social media is a hot topic, and I'm also going to put a category in. No, sorry, one second. That's not what I wanted. I'm going to type in Facebook post real estate. Okay. Because it knows me so well, it automatically pulled that real estate stuff in, but it will now give you some templates to use for your Facebook post, right? Like that's just like the simple Canva 101 search where you're literally just typing in what you're looking for, okay? I like to be very specific for social media because it is a hot topic. IG story, so Instagram story. Now you'll see everything a little bit more vertical, right? Because presentation online is key. If you just pick an image and then put it on social media, it may be distorted and may not be the right measurements. Measurements are key, especially when you show up digitally, all right, online. Now, let's just go look at one of these Instagram stories, and I'm gonna choose this one. Sure, this looks great. Customize this template. Now, I'm just giving you this as an example. This is the Instagram story that we're going to create, but I want to show you where your brand shows up, right where it says brand. I'm going to select brand. There are my color palettes. There's everything that I need to create this image. There are all my logos. There's my title. There's my name. There's all the things I could also still add if I wanted to add on the fly for my brand and change the color templates with my palette. I could come in here and select whatever color I want, right? And then come back and, add my name in, place it wherever I want. Okay. So that's a great point of having a brand kit so that you don't have to type in. Anybody here really familiar with designs inside Command? It's the same idea. We have a brand kit palette in Command Designs, and so that you can just simply plug and play. All right. Any questions here?
Could you just go back through that last 60 seconds one more time from where you basically dragged your red over and uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So let's go back real quick. So um, I pulled in a IG story. Okay. Let's say this one. We'll just pull a new one in. We're going to customize this template. And then left-hand side of the screen, Kim, where it says brand, that is where we built our brand kit. Cool. And you can actually pick which one if you create multiple brand kits like I had just showed you. Okay. So let's pretend that we're gonna add these colors that we want. We can put in, you know, different types of fonts. Like I just click on them each time. See how it's just adding each time? Great. Is that helpful?
And that's because you already made like your title and your brand voice and all of that. All you had to do is, but you clicked on what you're changing first, and then you went back over to the left there and did your colors or your
Yeah.
name, and then, but you so you have to tap where you're going first. It's not necessarily a drag and drop, right?
Yeah. So a double click. And so
Okay,
like,
double click. Okay,
and then see how this text box is highlighted?
yes,
You'll just select the text option.
excellent,
My brand kit is already there.
excellent.
Yep. So
Yep.
we'll,
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, huh?
yep. So if I wanted to change that to red, it would just, it's the same red, right? it just saves so much time.
And like where you did the Leslie Jackson thing, if you wanted to delete a section like that, is that's okay, I see you brought up the trash.
Yeah.
So and it would take out only that one box or
Mhm. Yep.
okay or add a box, one of the two, right?
Right. Right, right. So
Thank you.
as you hover your cursor over each section of the image, it'll highlight it. To change it, you can just double click, delete, or click and trash.
Okay.
And the
And
elements on each design you can actually take off. You can even put more on. So see how this one's selected? I'll just delete. That's gone.
gotcha. So and if you wanted to add if you wanted to add a border like that one you just deleted,
Yeah, let's go and let's look at that. So elements on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see that there will always be a recently used
okay.
shapes, graphics, stickers, and what I like to do is just type in what I need. So let's pretend I want to go look for a border.
And that was recently used by you, not necessarily
Correct.
the program, right?
That's right. So anything
Gotcha. Okay.
that you're like building
Okay.
and searching, you're always
Gotcha.
gonna have like a recently used so that maybe you're going to still use what you did last week and add it on to something else, right? So it's a nice, like, it's almost like a search history.
Thank you. Okay, I'll break from audio. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. So yeah, so anytime that you want to search for particular things, you'll just type in the element. So for Kim's example, he's like, "Hey, I want to get more borders back. Can I do that?" Yes, you can by searching border in the search engine here. There's also graphics, frames, photos, videos, and then all these different options, okay? I'm not going to get too caught in the weeds with the design because guess what? I like to keep your life simple. Just keep it simple. Because the more that you design and get caught in the weeds, you're going to lose so much time. And guess what's more important than that? Lead gen. Lead gen's more important than that, right, guys? So let's go back to brand and just kind of walk you through. There's a new text. So anytime I go look for a text, see how that Leslie Jackson and my title shows up, RTT. Uploads, you'll see where you were uploading photos in the past. So maybe let's pretend you want to upload a listing image and create a listing flyer, and you have all those images saved on your computer. You'll just simply upload it from your computer here, or you can just drag and drop that image into this section. So let me see if I get to find an image on my computer to give you just that demonstration. Let's go to see how it kind of pulls in. So I'm dragging and dropping an image in, and it just automatically uploads. I don't necessarily have to upload from file, but if you have something on your desktop, that makes it easy. Okay. Tools. I don't typically use this one because it's more of like a hand-drawn section. Projects is where let's pretend like you want to create um let's say a presentation. You can actually just search your projects or all of your projects. So as you can see, I have some projects here. And also I can search by my designs. Like, so here are all of my past creations, basically in an entire section. So there are all of my presentations and classes that I create, um, so on and so forth. Apps, you can add on different types of apps to Canva. I'm not going to cover that today because I'm going to keep it simple. I want you to walk away with a simple idea of Canva. You're going to follow my classes for the rest of the month to dive deeper. Okay. So just, I know you all want to go a little bit deep. I'm going to keep you where you are because foundationally, create a brand kit, number one. Okay. Now, number two, for me to you, is really saving time. The biggest thing about Canva is it has created now artificial intelligence inside of it. So this is where the cherry on top comes right back to you so that you're not digging through all these designs and you're getting lost in the weeds. I know. I know some people can do that. And then you're in a time suck, right? So let's pretend I want to create an image. And let's pretend I'm going to create a Facebook post for homes in Denver. Okay? Super simple. So I have selected, let's just go back, Canva for AI. So at the top of my screen, you have your designs, templates, which is where we were, and Canva AI. At the bottom, you'll see create a video clip, code for me, draft a doc, create an image, design for me. I'm going to select create an image. Okay. Houses for sale in Denver, Colorado. Submit. Do, 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 do. Did I just age myself? Down the screen. Check it out. Because if you don't have a listing, fine, great. Use some images through their AI to help you build a Facebook post. Now, some of these I'm just gonna say it, they look very virtual to me, right? Like these don't look like an actual human being. She actually that looks pretty darn good for a virtual person. But like, check this out. I mean, you could create a Facebook ad with this. I love that it has like the Rocky Mountains in the back.
Hey, Leslie.
Yes. Hi, Jill.
So I did mine for my specific town, and I will say, if you're in major metro areas, this might work for you.
Oh.
Absolutely did not work for me even a little bit. So
Good to know.
just note to self,
Note to self.
because it gave me the exact pictures it gave you, and I
Oh,
guarantee
okay.
you there ain't anything like that in Beulah, Colorado. So
Yeah, I mean, this home's maybe like Wash Park
yeah.
area. Yep. However,
So
this is here for you to play around with and check it out to see if it fits what you're trying to achieve, right?
yep. So, but just a word of warning to others that, if you're not in, if you're out in rural America, this may not work as well.
Cool. Thanks, Jill.
Yep.
Appreciate you. Awesome. All right, so there's that option. The other thing that I wanted to show you too in Canva AI is you can say design for me. Now this, my friends, is where it's really going to bring you back time to your schedule because it will create a listing, brochure, anything that you want. You just got to drop a image in. Okay. So I just so happen to have a couple images here from somebody's listing. And I'm going to choose this house. Okay. So for you, if you have a listing, what you'll do is you'll come in and upload your listing images. Okay. And then select it and say use image. So I've selected that image and I'm going to say create an open house flyer for me using my brand kit and make it look, luxury. Go. Okay, so it gave me some options. Now, I'm going to shuffle this and say with monochrome colors. It's pretty amazing though, still. And you guys, this is just, again, all the tools that you have in Canva. Like it, don't like it, make it yours, okay? So use it like ChatGPT. Give it directions, give it feedback, make it to where you're like, okay, this is better, right? And then you go in and edit it, make your changes, which I love it. So up here in the right-hand corner of the screen, you'll say use Canva editor. Okay, so now it pulls you in to change it. It at least gives you a foundation, right? And then it also saves you time, right? So I wanted to point that out today in today's class in our Canva 101. Any questions here? Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet stuff. Okay, great. Now let's go back to home. All right, great. Now, when I'm going to search for templates, let's say I, again, just type in, let's say, listing, uh, list, let's say listing brochure. It will give me all these listing brochures, right? So I could come in, search it, but maybe I'm like, I need to get a few ideas because I want to save them and maybe select the ones that I like. You'll see on each flyer or template, there is a star. So if I star that, star each one that I like, it's going to start kind of figuring out the types of brochures that I like, and it's actually going to provide me more of what I'm liking. Okay. And as I'm starring and looking, these are actually all saving in the background, which is awesome. So I'm going to select view, and here are all my saved things that I have saved in the past for Facebook posts for creation. Okay. Now, left-hand side of the screen where it says projects.
Leslie, where did you see view?
Oh, yes. Hi, Linda.
Hi.
So glad you're here. So let's do it
Thanks.
again.
Me too.
We'll select templates. And then as I star, at the top, it'll say view.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And if I select that, now it's bringing me into all of my saved or starred templates, which I love. So
Thanks.
left-hand side of the screen where you see projects, you'll see all of my recent designs. But if I select projects, it will actually show my folders, my designs, my brand templates, my images, and videos. Okay, so everything that I've basically saved and created. Cool. All right.
Sorry to ask you this one more time again. I starred, but I didn't see where it actually says view. But if I double clicked on it, that one actually came up. But if I star several different things, I didn't see where there like a word or a button to press for view.
So, I know your starred creations are kind of like buried a little bit. I believe I kind of feel like they're buried in Canva. They're not
Okay.
so like obvious. So when you go to starred, so if you go to projects On the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see your starred at the top. See this on the left-hand side? So if I head to starred, it will give me all the things that I've, oops, sorry, 1 second. Let's go back. If I select starred, you'll see all of the things that I've starred in this section and over here on the right-hand side. So it's kind of confusing, I agree. But what I highly suggest to do is save those templates because you could start really creating your brand, right? So creating your brand is huge so that you can be consistent online. And then therefore, it saves you so much time to not have to find a new template, to go and recreate a new one. When you think about a brand, it should show up consistently and look the same consistently with the same fonts, the same colors, your logo. All of that is giving you that digital image online that people will recognize you and that you're staying top of mind. Make sense?
Yes, and when you go to use these templates up above there where it says Facebook cover, Instagram post, la la la,
Yeah.
you would start with that so that that way it designs it to meet those parameters,
Yes, exactly. So like if I select social media, it will give me like a Facebook post,
right?
a YouTube thumbnail,
Okay.
an Instagram story, and you could actually just start from blank, okay, which I love. And yet, if you want to search for a Facebook templated real estate post, you can too. So let's say Facebook post. Um, let's say real estate Facebook post. So now you'll see in the screen that you have all of these real estate related Facebook templated posts. Make sense?
So all of these that we're actually seeing here, these templates would fit for Facebook. If
Correct.
you wanted to do like an Instagram, it would be the same thing, but you start at Instagram. Like here, you start at Facebook.
Correct.
Gotcha. So you have to choose your social first.
Yep.
Gotcha. Thanks.
You're welcome. Awesome. Even here, there's like a quick one, Instagram post. All of it now you can see is more like square. So that way when you select it and then you go post it, it's gonna fit in your IG posts perfectly. It's not gonna be distorted. It's not gonna be granulated, right? Like it's gonna be high definition um, images. By the
Well,
way, yeah, go ahead.
sorry. I have, my Facebook automatically posts content to my Instagram.
Oh,
Will
nice.
that switch itself then?
That's a really good question. So I would typically do if you have Facebook and Instagram connected, I would do your social square post, which is this one, because social square will still be displayed on Facebook correctly, but Facebook wide will not show up on Instagram correctly. So I would suggest to do Instagram social square, which is what this is.
Okay,
Yeah. So Instagram post.
thanks.
Yes, you're so welcome.
So the Instagram post will show up fine on Facebook, is what you're saying.
Correct. Yes, is
Excellent.
what I'm saying.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you. Okay. I was gonna show you all something else here. Home. Okay. So the other thing that I was gonna point out too in just creation in general, which which I haven't had a chance to show you, is there are stock images in the Pro account, which you can use. So you don't have to go pay for images. It's really nice. So you'll head to your design. Let's go find photos at the bottom on the left-hand side. So lower left-hand side, you just have to scroll a little bit further. You'll select photos. And then you'll see your recently used always. There are magic recommendations, but again, that's all AI depending on just like your brand voice and who you are. So you'll see that there's computers, right? I had put in my brand voice professional technology. So it's picking up on those things, which is awesome. But let's pretend like I want to look for a house to show on my Facebook post for homes for sale in Denver. So I'll just say house in Denver. Now you can see that these are really houses or a display of the city in Denver, Colorado, right? So even if I were to say this one looks pretty cool, like that one could be, and I know this is not the best social story situation here, but you get the idea where I can actually find a real image that looks like a house and it's not virtual. So for Jill's example, like, hey, the virtual assistant didn't really help me out because I'm more in a rural area. You could actually look for houses in rural areas that way by the search of the photos. So as you can see, these are all stock images. This is something that you don't have to worry about for, you know, um, taking somebody else's image and marketing it. You already paid into it with the Canva Pro. Makes sense? So you can use any of these images, or you could just say house. And this actually looks more like homes in Denver. Maybe you're looking for, you're like a luxury agent. You could say luxury house. Now you're seeing that all of those houses displayed on the left are more luxury. So when you create a Facebook post or a Facebook ad, this also falls back into my Facebook ad class, using stock images that depict houses in and around your area. You could still use one of these stock images to make the consumer think that those are the houses in that area. It's all perception. It's pretty amazing what we could do with digital stuff these days. Awesome. So yeah, if the virtual AI is not for you, go search for images in photos. And you could even be really specific, like maybe it's modern house. Those are becoming more modern. Um, maybe there's more land around it. Like look at that house with more land around it. Like that's a pretty good um, view, right? Maybe it's house with a view. So you can get really creative, especially when you're trying to capture leads that are looking for views from the mountains. You could also say houses with pools. Maybe you're in your area and you're like, okay, I know some people are not all from here from Colorado. Maybe you're in Florida and you want to create an image with a house with a pool. Like that one would probably sell. That one's real. So get really creative with the who you're trying to capture, the image, and then land them to, of course, I always have to say your website because your website is huge. And using those URL links connected to your website is where you should land them. So, oops, hold on. So lesliejackson.kw.com is my website. And if I were to land somebody in Denver, Colorado, I could create that search. You can go back and watch my Facebook class or my social media classes. They're all recorded and displayed on the KW Colorado YouTube channel. And I walk you through how to use URLs and shorten them as well. So, oh, of course, come on. Come on.
Is that a picture of the gerrymandering everybody's worried about?
Yeah. Yeah. I love you, Kim. Thank you. And yeah, so this would be the search, and you could filter search it, but you would use this URL to say houses for sale in Denver, Colorado, and then go search Denver, Colorado on your website, shorten this long URL. I typically use tinyurl.com, or there's a Google shortener URL that you can use for free. Shorten it and then place it in your Facebook post to make it look prettier. and then use your images from Canva to create just a simple Facebook post. Cool.
Do you have a class sometime on that tiny URL? I've seen it used before. Is it difficult to use?
Oh gosh, no, Kim, you just go search tiny URL.
Right?
Let's go do it together. Tiny
Okay.
URL. It comes up tinyurl.com. Let's, I love this because it only takes a couple minutes. Let's go back to my website. I'm going to take this really long URL up top. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to head to the tiny URL website. I don't pay for this. I'm going to place that URL here. And I'm going to say shorten it, copy. And then when I create a Facebook post, there I am. Paste it there. Now, when you drag an image in, you can still drag it in and it won't show the website. Okay,
So
that's for
it generates a new URL for you,
correct.
or address, excuse me, new address.
Yeah, it shortens it and makes it look prettier. So you're not using this really long URL on your Facebook post.
Oh, thank you.
This into
Excellent.
another class where we just do like Facebook stuff and Canva stuff, okay? But I wanted to get you started with a Canva account. That was a big thing today, was just to know and to navigate through the foundational things in your account so that you can live your best life. Now, any design that you have will always display on your home screen. So I typically use like, I'll typically use this as a template. Like I put on social media, I put this in my stories. There are people that, you know, will read them and like them, and you can get really cool stuff in Canva. Like this is live, like this moves when you actually post it. And when you download it, there are different types of ways to download, whether that's, this video, print, standard PNG, JPEG. You could create any kind of video into a GIF on Canva. There's a lot to do. But again, Canva 101, you guys, okay? 101. Let's keep it simple. Let's not get caught in the weeds. Go make some Facebook templates. Go create your brand kit. And then come see me and we'll play around some more for the rest of the month in Canva, okay? How was it? Do you guys enjoy it? Thumbs up? Was it helpful?
Yes.
Yay! Thanks everyone. And you could find this recording because I know I was a little clickety clacky for you. You can go back, re-watch it, rewind, hit pause, things of that nature, okay? And this will be posted on the KW Colorado YouTube channel in the next 24 hours. You guys have an amazing day. You can reach me at lesliejackson@kw.com and I will talk to you soon.
Have a great weekend. Thank you very much.
Bye everyone.
Bye-bye.